Good morning, Technosphere. I haven't done this for ages because my life kind of went into a vortex of bullshit. Or actually, I think it was me that went into a vortex of bullshit. Anyway, everything just kicked me to shit so badly that I couldn't bring myself to live stream my conclusions, which may have been for the best. Anyway, so I've hello, Jenny. I'm trying to wave to you. Hello, Jenny. And oh, Dodo. Hello, Dodo. It's a bank holiday, and I'm getting back on the live streaming morning musings mission. And I've had a bastard of a year thus far, and why I'm taking it on the chin, as you've got to, because that's life, isn't it? So last night, for the first time ever in my adult life, I had an actual dream. When I was in therapy, I identified that I didn't have dreams. I had nightmares. And hello, Faneka. Good morning, Faneka. Hello. I miss you. I might come and visit you this afternoon if I manage to get dressed. What was I saying? So yeah, a few years ago when I was in therapy, my therapist identified for me, I didn't identify myself, that all my dreams were nightmares. And I was like, oh yeah, wow. Because what happened was he asked me to tell me about what I dreamt about, and I told him. And I said that I only really had dreams when I was under like serious stress. And he said to me, no, Nika, those aren't dreams. And I looked at him and I was all baffled. I said, what do you mean? And he said, they're nightmares. And I was like, oh, shit, I'm really fucked up because I didn't even identify that fact. Anyway, so this morning, while I was sitting here having my cup of coffee and my fag, I remembered that I had a dream last night, an actual dream. And the substance of it was, well, it wasn't anything in particular, really. In my dream, I was at the food bank, which was a reference to my real life, because I did go to the food bank. And at the food bank, they gave me duck eggs. So I've got 4 duck eggs in the cupboard, which I will have for breakfast now that I remember that they're there. And so in my dream, I was at the food bank, and there were eggs, and there was a big bag of a big box of duck eggs, loads of them, and there was also a big bag of quail's eggs, and there was another kind of bird egg that I don't know what it was. I can't remember now. Anyway, so hello. Oh look, hello. Feral Forno is watching. I miss him. So in my dream, there I was at the food bank, and there were these sort of different kinds of eggs. Duck eggs and quail eggs and some other kind of egg that was in between the sides. I can't remember what it was. So I decided to have the duck eggs. I thought, oh, that'll be nice. We can have, posh eggs from the food bank. And so I took them, and then I saw the quail's eggs, and I thought, oh, that'll be nice. We can have different kinds of eggs, and that'll be novel. And then the third kind of eggs, I can't remember what they are, they weren't in boxes, they were in bags, and some of them were all broken. And I didn't take them because TK, good morning TK, how are you? And your lovely little child, who I haven't even met. So I took the duck eggs and the quail's eggs that were whole, and in the boxes because I wanted the kind of diversity of the style of eggs. But I didn't take the third type of eggs that were in between size because they were all broken in the bag, and I thought that cleaning the broken egg off the usable eggs was going to be more effort than I wanted to make. So that was my dream. I dreamt about eggs, about posh eggs. And I don't know, does that indicate some kind of a psychological breakthrough? Well, I wish I could see your face, Panos, but I can't. Panos is saying he's happy to see my face. I would like to see his face, but I can't. So I'm just going to send him a smiley face. Oh, there you go. So yeah, I had a dream. And maybe I ought to mark the date in the way that Freud did. And I'm not sure of the significance of the dream. Eggs being formative things. And I am at a kind of formative stage in my life. And which is a bit late considering I'm fucking 54. But, you know, it's taken me this long to work out who the fuck I am. And I'm probably wrong about that. The person you can hear in the background is my new housemate. And she probably thinks I'm completely mad because I'm sitting here talking to the iPhone and analysing dreams about eggs. So I'm taking the fact that I had a dream at all to be a sign of a step in the right direction. And I'm going to try not to do the over-analysis thing because you know what I'm like. I have to analyse everything to the nth degree and it just gets me nowhere at all. And but it's very interesting because I am currently engaged in an embryonic pursuit of truth, which may be a little ambitious. And I kind of been on a bit of a futile quest for absolute truth my whole life. And whilst I have found it, hello, I'm live streaming. I said, this is
okay.
it's my new housemate. She doesn't know how mad I am yet. She'll get used to the madness. I think she's got her own. What was I saying? I can't remember. Oh, Lucy. Hello, Lucy. Lucy's coming to visit me. I'm going to wave to her too. I've completely forgotten what I was talking about. Oh, yeah. Me and my eggs. My embryonic... Well, it's not embryonic. And me and my ongoing search for truth. I've got duck eggs. We can have duck eggs for breakfast.
What's that?
Duck eggs.
I don't know what's that.
You know the duck? Quack, quack?
Yeah.
They're eggs.
Ah.
So, I got them yesterday. And there's only 4. So we can have duck eggs for breakfast. And then I had a dream about eggs. So I thought we could have eggs. Here are my duck eggs.
Omelette?
Yeah, we can do it in anything. If you have an idea.
Yes.
So Ma and I are going to have duck eggs for breakfast to honour my dream. I dreamt about eggs, and so that one's there's one broken. I don't know if it's broken or if it's got eggs from another one on. You know what I mean? But there we go.
Do you like goat shit?
I like everything.
Feta?
Yeah, the only thing I don't eat is chilies and capsicums because they upset my stomach.
What's capsicum?
Peppers.
Peppers.
Yeah, they upset my stomach.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I eat everything.
Okay, I can do an omelette with it.
Fantastic. Did you hear that? Ma is now making duck egg omelette. So, hello, Catherine. Good morning, and wave to you. So, yeah, I had a dream about embryonic things, and I've decided to take it positively. And yeah, the fact that I finally had a dream that wasn't a nightmare at 54, well, it might not be very impressive, but it's definitely fucking progress, isn't it? And my embryonic search for truth has been put back to square one again, which is why it's embryonic, because I really, really thought I'd found it. And I had. However, the package in which I found it was deeply problematic and resulted in a rather unhealthy relationship from which I am now recovering. But on the upside, I've identified several things about the system of thought that is known as Buddhism in my quest to understand it. And I have discovered that the thing that we call Buddhism was kind of made up after the fact of Siddhartha's life, and was also did not originate with him, and that there are recorded instances of persons promoting similar kinds of thinking prior to his advent. And so the fact that I was taught that Siddhartha was the first historically recorded Buddha is actually just simply inaccurate and not true, as are many of the facts of so-called Buddhism that I took on board from various organisations. So what I've discovered is that in one's pursuit of absolute truth, you can't listen to anyone or take on board anybody's perspective unless you've researched it properly yourself. And in the absence of researching something properly yourself, you're probably going to get somebody else's perspective. And somebody else's perspective is going to be subject to their personal point of view. And so therefore, if you don't take it upon yourself to do all your research yourself, you're going to end up swallowing a load of crap. So, I think that was my dream about eggs was that I have to look at the big eggs and the small eggs in great detail and allow them to grow to fruition, which could be an omelette or a duck, depending on whether you're a person or a duck, and what you do with the egg and whether it's fertilised or not. That basically, in order to find out anything about anything, it's very fortunate that these days we have the internet and we don't have to depend on teachers or priests or anybody else to provide us with a perspective, because basically these days in the 21st century the Buddha is online, and your awareness of anything is probably best facilitated by your own internet research. There you go. That's all I've got to say. have a nice bank holiday. And I'll tell you about my omelette later on.